What do you play for?
Coming up on NEC-TV, a major announcement from Washington, D.C. regarding international student visas. We check in with President Wayne Lesperance on the limited impacts here at NEC.
And which students took home the top award for each major? NEC-TV reports from the Academic Awards Night.
Plus, softball and men's lacrosse competing for the GNAC playoffs. Those results and our final sports update of the season.
And as the semester comes to an end, what you need to know before leaving your dorm.
All that and more coming up on NEC-TV.
Good afternoon. You're watching NEC-TV. Today is May 1st, 2025.
Terminations.
I'm Danny Varga.
And I'm Lauren Hall. Thanks for joining us. Now to our top story. As part of a campaign promise to be tough on illegal immigration, the Trump administration has cracked down on international student visas. But late last week, a major decision was announced from Washington, D.C.
Joining us in the newsroom is NEC-TV's Kyle Dobry to speak about the impacts of these terminations across the country and here at NEC.
The visa terminations have been impacting schools across the country, including here in New Hampshire. But then on Friday, it was announced in a U.S. federal court that the Trump administration is restoring thousands of international students' ability to legally study in the U.S. NEC is one of the schools impacted by this court ruling. According to NEC President Wayne Lesperance, 15 international graduate students had their visas terminated. But with the new reversal, all of them now will continue their studies through New England College. Before the recent reversal, 2 of those 15 students successfully fought to keep their legal status intact and continue their education here. Lesperance says no NEC undergraduate students had issues. New Hampshire is among one of 23 states that issued emergency orders to temporarily block the government's actions. More than 100 lawsuits were filed by students, universities, and advocacy organizations. Here in New Hampshire, visas were also terminated at nearby schools including Dartmouth, SNU, and UNH. While this is happening, Lesperance says the NEC administration sought advice from other schools regarding this issue. They also hired an immigration lawyer and worked with civil rights advocacy groups for assistance. He said, quote, "All the stuff happening in Washington has not hurt the appeal for international students wanting to study at NEC. NEC has about 3,700 graduate students, and around 70% of them are international. President Lesperance says despite these recent issues, enrollment is growing for international students. For the coming school year, the numbers will be larger than in the past fall. In the newsroom, I'm Kyle Dobry with NEC-TV.
NEC is recognizing students for their impressive work in the classroom and in their field of study. NEC-TV's Jack Cody reports from the Putnam Theater.
Today, students are being honored for their academic successes. One student from each major is receiving an award based on academic excellence and their craft. Shall we go inside and take a look? NEC had many reasons to feel accomplished during the award ceremony, but the thing to be most proud of is the students. One student from each major received an award based off of their academic excellence and achievements throughout their time here at NEC. Michael Bernard, student government president and winner of the Politics Award, speaks to NEC-TV about the accomplishments of the NEC student community.
I am so happy for everyone who got award tonight, everyone who didn't get award tonight even. It just shows I love how great our student body is, how much they're always working and putting in effort and time. And even again, all the other nominees have been working here for 3-4 years now. And I just love seeing all their hard work and dedication start paying off, and they have something to prove it.
Gina Shortino says she feels honored and emotional about the impact she created on campus.
Fortunate enough to have the opportunity to really succeed in the classroom and outside of it. And I feel really emotional because my professor gave me a really, really sweet speech, so it was really heartfelt.
On behalf of all of us at NEC-TV, we would like to congratulate all of the members who received an award tonight. For NEC-TV, I'm Jack Cody. Back to you in the studios.
Stay out of the water. There was a shark sighting at NEC, but don't panic. It was all part of the annual Shark Tank competition.
Students presented their inventions and creations to compete for cash prizes. Jason Stovall has the story.
As part of Student Spotlight, business students at NEC pitched their products to the Shark Tank annual event. Joseph Chavez, one of NEC's business professors, says the skills students practice for this event will help them in the real world.
I think that is a very interesting way to teach the students in the business school how to create, how to deal with business, how to answer questions about business and have that mindset and entrepreneurial spirit that you can. Some of them will definitely go out there and open up their own companies, but at least you have the basics of how to deal and how to open up a business and what revenues are, and they know everything from beginning to end. So it's a really wonderful working experience for the students.
Some of the products represented were easily removable magnetic nails, a mental health app, and a marketing strategies for all ages. Taking the top prize as the 2025 Shark Tank winner, the CEO of EcoFairs, a company that designs biodegradable golf balls.
This was a lot of fun, really fun event from the Shark Tank. But I think just really pitching myself, pitching my company, I thought I was personal up there and had a really good company and really great crowd, really great sharks.
Ian Harmon, one of the Shark Tank judges, says the reason the golf ball concept won was because it was eco-friendly and was the most ready to market.
What made us pick first place, I think all of us, it had to do with the energy, the sales pitch, and the idea. The fact that it's eco-friendly is a plus, and I thought it was the option that would kind of get into the marketplace the fastest.
This event will take place next year, and the organizers are hoping to make it even bigger for next year. This is Jason Stovall for NEC-TV.
All residence halls close tonight at 7 p.m. Graduating seniors must move out by Saturday at 5 p.m. Before leaving for break, ResLife asks the students to prepare room accordingly and complete an escorted or express checkout. All escorted checkouts must be scheduled prior to leaving and during an available time slot. By completing the express checkout, students waive the right to appeal any damage charges. For more information, see the recent emails sent by ResLife.
We are counting down days for NEC's 2025 commencement ceremony. In just 2 days, graduates will walk across the stage on the Simon Lawn. Graduation takes place on Saturday, May 3rd. No tickets are required.
This year's commencement speaker is CNN's Dana Bash. Bash has served as CNN's chief political correspondent since 2015. Alongside Jake Tapper, Bash anchors Inside Politics, breaking down American politics. In 2019, she won the National Press Foundation's Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. Bash will be awarded the Doctor of Humane Letters Honoris Causa by the New England College Board of Trustees at graduation. NEC-TV had an exclusive interview with Bash. To see it, head to our YouTube page by searching New England College NEC-TV.
Commencement organizers are reminding graduating seniors of the rules for Saturday. In an email, they state that graduates must arrive between 8:30 and 9 a.m. at the covered bridge. Students must remain in their seats for the entirety of the ceremony. No phone calls are allowed during the ceremony. Anyone who shows up late cannot walk. Coming up after the break, stay tuned as we hear how NEC softball fared in their play-in game for the GNAC playoffs.
Plus, we check in with seniors as they look back at their time at NEC. We'll be right back.
NEC's baseball team wrapped their season losing both games in a doubleheader against St. Joseph's College in Maine. The Grims had a tough home schedule because of weather impacts. The final record was 7-27.
Just announced today, freshman infielder Jacob Pellerin is the April Male Pilgrim of the Month, and the Female Pilgrim of the Month is junior infielder Grace Geisler.
The softball team lost against the University of St. Joseph's, Maine 4-3 on Tuesday's GNAC play in St. Joseph's. Opened with a run in the bottom of the second inning and a second run in the fourth. NEC took 3 points in the fifth inning, with St. Joseph's scoring a third point at the bottom of the fifth. St. Joseph's managed to break the tie in the sixth inning.
The men's lacrosse team wrapped up their season Saturday with a loss to LaSalle in the GNAC quarterfinals. Pilgrims fell 15-8. Goalie Nate Finn had 13 saves in the loss, while midfielder Danny Varga had 3 goals.
NEC women's lacrosse played Colby Sawyer at home on Wednesday, April 23rd. The Grims lost 17-4. Junior attacker Meadow Gilchrist scored 2 out of the 4 goals. The loss ended the season with a final record of 6-11.
Coming up after the break, just days ahead from graduation, we hear from NEC seniors as they reflect on their memories as a Pilgrim.
And as we bid goodbye to the graduating class, prospective students come to campus. We take a look at the latest accepted Students' Day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Dozens of prospective students visited NEC this weekend for a visit day. This gives them a chance to learn about NEC and what the campus has to offer. The undergraduate enrollment team says these are a great way for those considering NEC to experience it firsthand.
The way that this helps New England College is it gives our prospective students an insight to everything that is NEC, from our athletics, our academics, housing on campus, and everything in between. They get a whole glimpse of what it's like to live here and be here, and then ultimately we hope that students choose NEC to enroll.
NEC has 2 more visit days, one in May and one in June.
This week is Senior Week, a series of events organized by the Student Senior Council leading up to graduation. On Monday, seniors stopped by the Great Room for Grad Central Station to pick up their caps and gowns and learn about what to do post-graduation. On Tuesday, a block party was held on the covered bridge where students could go to dance and have drinks. On Wednesday, seniors participated in the traditional pub signing on campus, leaving their legacy behind as hundreds have before.
Another senior event this week is the Senior Formal, taking place tonight at 7 p.m. The formal is held each year at Pat's Peak. Tickets are sold out.
After 4 years on the campus of NEC, seniors are just hours away from saying goodbye.
NEC-TV's Ken Ray Matamero spoke to several graduates as they reflect on their time here at NEC.
In just a couple of days, NEC graduates will be walking across the bridge for their final time before they accept their diploma. I checked in with some seniors to see how they feel about their years here at NEC.
I've grown here huge. I came here basically after COVID. Very antisocial kid, very quiet. Being here helped me grow, especially forming communication skills.
NEC have shaped me as a person to step out of my comfort zone more and try to take on challenges, even though I don't feel like I wanted to.
I really get a good sense of community now. Originally I wanted to stay and live in New York my whole life because I love the big city and all this and that, but coming here for 4 years, I really learned that I like the tight-knit community.
I think my favorite memory from NEC is this year's River Day. It was fun. It was one last hurrah before we graduate at the end of this week. And I finally had it with friends that I've had consistently. So it was good to share that moment and end it on a good note.
Graduation takes place this Saturday at 10 a.m. on the Simon Lawn. For NEC-TV, I'm Ken Ray Matamero.
We'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of the graduating seniors, including NEC-TV's Kyle Dobry and Nathan Ure. We wish you the best of luck.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at NEC.TV for the latest NEC news.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here in the fall for all things NEC from the only Henniker on Earth.